Hey friends, Kabira here. So last night, for the first time in what feels like eons, I got 8.5 hours of solid sleep. And what came to me as I woke up was just a reminder of how much environment matters. I have been on the road quite a bit. I've been traveling, I've been touring. And despite knowing what my needs are, I don't always get to choose, I don't always know what the environment will be like when I'm staying somewhere. And, finally, it's like I just landed in a place where it just felt right. It was clean the way I needed it. The bed just felt a certain way. It was like perfectly dark, so quiet. I mean, like you could see, like I'm in it now, like these colors, it's just like a calming landscape. And I was thinking about how when I was much younger, when I started to embark on all of this work, I put a lot of pressure on myself on, if I can strengthen myself enough, empower myself enough, understand myself enough, clear out specific things, then I can just handle anything. And while, yes, there is a huge need to be able to strengthen our field, there's also just a reality that there's going to be environments that you just more easily thrive in. And how much do you actually allow yourself to have that and move towards that, as opposed to putting yourself in situations that it's like you're just going to be struggling quite a bit, losing a lot of energy just to kind of like stay with it, but not actually thrive. Just like a plant or an animal, we have specific environments. If the soil isn't right, if you don't get the right kind of water or sun, I mean, that you've taken care of plants, it's like every plant is very specific. So one environment that could make one plant thrive could just kill another plant. And yes, there is a place where also we get to develop, those skills of, like we don't always get to find the most ideal, perfect situation. So yes, we do have to learn how to tolerate, how to kind of like, withhold pleasure for a little bit, or just, kind of wait, like play a long game. However, if your entire life is like that, you're going to be absolutely miserable. You're going to start to shut down. You're going to start to numb out. So you do want to actually have like what your goal is also around your self-care is like, how do I actually thrive? And as a reminder, thriving isn't always like bubble baths and massages and going on epic Instagram journeys. Like sometimes, I know for me, like having some really healthy, fun challenges, I need that to thrive. Otherwise, I'll start to get bored. I'll start to shut down. I'll start to self-destruct. So, like this whole self-care conversation, it's going to be very specific to you. What do you need in your environment? And so that's my question is, how clear are you on what your needs are? And do you ever place an unnecessary, unachievable pressure that you should be thriving in a relationship, workplace, home place, etc., where it's actually not your thriving place? It's actually not optimal for you. Of course, I mean, my entire work is around the inner work, and understanding your energy body. But on the flip side, it's like there's an external environment, we're learning how to manage both, so it's like, also, can you respect what's also needed on the outside? Now, the reason why I'm talking about all this, other than just wanting to share, hey, I got good sleep, is I have a course coming up called Boundaries 2.0, Claim Your Energy So You Can Thrive. And the reason why I'm creating it is that boundaries are the sticky point for every single person that I work with, whether it's families, kids, adults, doesn't matter if you have an eating disorder, you're highly sensitive, empath, trying to just make major changes in your life. Like, I haven't met anyone yet where it's like, yeah, boundaries are nailed. Like it's kind of just like essential. It's like, it's part of the foundation. And before I can even talk about boundaries, it's like you have to actually be in your body to even know what your boundaries feel like. You have to actually be grounded. Like that's environment. And when we talk about ground, part of that is like, I want to be here. And you're going to be making yourself miserable or placing a lot of pressure on yourself of trying to ground, be present, stay in your body. If you're already in a place where you're like, I don't want to be here. So it's starting to recognize that how you choose matters. And if there's that constant force or push of just trying to like something that you don't like, or be somewhere or tolerate something that you don't really want, or even just being an asshole to yourself and your inner attitude, like you're not going to get where you want to get. So I hope this helps. I always have lots of free material on YouTube. And also though, if you're ready for a bit of a deep dive, like a 3-month commitment that also includes private sessions with me. So it's not just this amazing weekly support where you're going to receive energy practices and you're going to receive teachings that empower you, and you get to weave it into your everyday life, and you get to own the course forever. But if you also want some extra up leveling as we work one-on-one together, I still have spaces, and I would absolutely love to see you there. So get in touch, kat@katkabira.com. Or you can DM me on Instagram, Kat Kabira, Kat Kabira Yoga on Facebook. I'm around. Bye.